Welcome back to Game 3 of Yoda Communing here for the June OCS. We have Revenge of the Sith. This was a deck we just played against last time, I think. The last game I played was a few weeks ago. I'm running out of time here with the 24th. I need to get a whole bunch of games in for June, so we'll see what happens. But it was a Revenge of the Sith space deck. And if I remember correctly, it fought us out of space. So we'll have to see. Looks like he's pulling docking bays, so maybe this will be more ground-centric, or maybe these are just for activation. I'm not sure. This card. It just says on the table, Sidious, maybe target for first lightning launch Sidious, maybe if alone. Retreat that character into hand. Okay, so he's using command, so that makes me think space as well. And this hand is set up to go to the ground, which is unfortunate, although I guess we can pull this. So we have Poe. What would we want to pull here? I think the Destiny canceling is going to be important. Red or Rogue? Does Poe count as that? Black Squadron. Okay. I still think it's important to get this online at some point, so I'm going to pull this for now. And maybe that's wrong. You can come at me in the comments if that's a bad play. Maybe Tadirium just being immune is better, but I think if we want to stick in space, canceling Destinies is going to be good. So that's what we're going to do for now. I usually will always wait until they do it, just in case they forget. I can get an interrupt maybe on my turn, but since they pulled their grabber, sorry, I'll grab mine as well. So they're going to pull a docking bay. Excuse me. I'm using a regular mic. I don't have the skills to mute on command. If I was using my headset, I could. So apologies for the cough there. Alright, so you spend some time checking his deck, thinking about it, which is always good. I need to do that more often, get a handle on what's in there. If you are good enough, then you will know those 5 cards exactly, and then you'll know whether you need to be drawing them or not. This makes an extra force loss. Vader hits, and I can get it back from the loss pile. So Vader with Saber is going to be sticking around. Let's get the Mustafar docking bay. That pull as well. I guess he pulled it from his hand, played it from his hand. So Vader's tie, you could deploy Vader, go up. Vader's shuttle, okay, interesting. I wonder if he has both, and the tie is somewhere in here. I think the tie, I guess this has hyperspeed. Does the tie have hyperspeed? Can't remember. The tie advanced, it must have hyperspeed too. So I wonder what the advantage of this one is. You must confront Vader. Uncontrollable Fury. Not really commonly played cards, so I'm not sure. So I think we're just gonna wait here. We have 6. We can deploy some more activation. We could pull this battleground as well. Oh yeah, because we want to get Camino. So let's see if Camino is in here. It is, and this one. Okay, so that's ideal. We'll get some good activation out. We'll draw some cards. And I should be, again, looking. But I just know, I know I'm going to draw anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. So I want to make up a sizable hand here so that we can wedge. Okay, that's really good. And okay, so now we could wedge Luke combo. Sorry about the mess. We'll save one to grab. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. I think next turn we'll go to space. We'll go with wedge and hopefully Luke. I guess we should try for Luke first, because if Luke isn't in here, then we might not want to deploy wedge. And I think probably we're going to go to Camino. Just ignore him over here. He doesn't get a bonus, right? Oh, he does get a bonus. Okay. Or maybe we go down to Camino with Poe, and then we save Luke and Wedge as our counter beat squad. Maybe that's the better play. Well, if he goes up here, then we're going to try this for sure. Oh, maybe. Maybe he's not going up. It's interesting that he put lightsaber on if he's going to... Can he relocate with this? Any battleground site. Oh, okay. So that's his battleground docking bay there. Newt. Republic character. Kylo Saber. Boba Fett. Is this ground Thrawn? Okay, so this looks pretty ground centric. Sniper, gotta watch out for. Force field, watch out for. He's got a force strike. What does this cancel? Cancels barrier. This card, I can't remember what it does. Cancel dodge, Obi's journal. Okay. Keep your eyes open. Okay. Alright, so looks like he is a ground beatdown, so he is going to be looking to come to our battleground. So I think we're fairly safe to get set up in space. Probably want to pull blaster or force field with this. Okay, so maybe he goes here, so he has a battleground to drain at. If he does, then that means that our battleground will be safe from Vader at least, because he can't between here and any other battleground site. Okay, so he could go back and then out. So this is similar to the mall. Location in Shadow Collective. So now the question is, do we try to go for the beatdown? Oh, Jedi deploy +2. Okay, that's a nice sight to have when a lot of the Jedi decks are playing mains. We do have this. He probably doesn't have one in hand. So if we go with Mace, we're probably safe. We need 9. He's got a big hand, though, to come back at us. I think I would rather prefer to set up in space. And maybe put Qui-Gon down. Let's see what this is. Menace fades. I think I would like to draw that. So we will put that on the bottom. Make a note of that. So let's see if we get the battleground first, and then we don't get it. We have mace, we have a Jedi lightsaber, we have nothing here. Wow, this is a huge whiff. We don't have Luke. Well, I guess we do have BB-8, so we could deploy that. Okay. It is what it is. Happens sometimes. So I think we go with Poe and BB-8. He sees the sense, and actually he's got to be playing sense too. I saw sense in his deck, so I should have had this out anyway. This one. And then I think we'll drop Poe in space. Unless he's packing a ton of space. I think we should be fine. It's his last shield if he pulls battle order on us. So I might give him the drain here. Does he have a shield puller? He had cold feet, so I don't think it matters too much. Okay, so I'm just gonna play it. Alright. Good. Mace is good. Meditation is good. I just don't want that battleground to get trapped in here. I want to save some force for being able to deploy next turn as well. And hopefully the battleground we were trying to pull was in our 7. Let's check and see what this is. Yeah, that can go to the bottom. So now our Menace Fades is second from the bottom. Okay, he's going to force push and look for a ship, I guess. He's going to come down here. Which is okay, because then we should be able to go in with Wedge and Luke. And get a nice little counter attack there, hopefully, theoretically. I guess I maybe should have made him deploy battle order, because then I could threaten the drain of 3 at my 2 icon battleground, and he would have to find his cold feet in order to shut off that bonus. Alright, so he's going to drain a 2 here. I'm going to keep my hand up. I guess I could lose a mace. And 1 kind of telegraphs to him that I have a mace. Okay, that was okay. But that's fine. And we get a 1 off the top. So if he does come down here, hopefully our battle destiny will be decent. Interesting. Okay, he's reinforcing. I'm fine with that. I think that just means we're going to let him sit there. And we'll go down to ours. With Qui-Gon and meditation. And hopefully a saber. Admiral or General? It is really good interrupt. I guess we'll take that. But it feels a little bit like bait, because it feels like he's not going to be using it in space, just on the ground. So maybe it's a little lower value than other decks. Alright, 13. So we're probably activating the lightsaber that Qui-Gon would use here, but that's okay. I think we're going to use 3 to drain. Since we are probably only going with Qui-Gon this turn. It just feels like suicide attacking into him. So I'm going to set up. Then if they come down, we've got the sorry if Qui-Gon survives, which he should. Let's look at this card. Rapid fire. I'd rather have that in our deck as a 5 so we can keep it there and spend it. Now if we don't get the battleground, that means it's the 1 card that we don't know at the bottom of our wow. That is really unfortunate. Oh, man. Okay, well, in that case, we got to deploy a bunch of stuff to get down to it. So let's go with Luke, I guess. Is that where we wanted to go? I guess so. It's 4th Street -1, but yeah. So now the question is, do we go with Wedge as well to make sure that we're safe there, or do we save Wedge to come back down after him? I just don't know how much space he's playing aside from this. So I think, but then, okay, so our site is 3rd from the bottom. We'd have to draw 5 cards. 16 ahead of 16 is okay. We can put this one back. Okay, let's do that. So 16 down, we've got a 5. Not sure if he'll be retrieving or not. Maybe we play this. I didn't see anything that steals. I could want that. Let's just play this one, then we're safe. Okay, so 16 down, there's a 5. Try and keep track of that. And then we're going to draw 5 cards. I guess 6 if you want the menace fades. So yeah, that's really awkward, but I guess that's what happens sometimes. And so because of that, we have to take a little bit of a risk here with Luke. And there's the 2 lightsabers. Jedi Live is good. And so our site should be right here. There it is. And I think we will draw the menace fades as well. And then we'll do this and see if he wants to grab that, or if he wants to wait for something else. We don't have a ton of great stuff to grab. So he might, but he also might not know that, although he has seen our deck. Okay, he is going to grab it. Alright, I think that's okay. I think we're fine with that. Oh, we can't grab this. Is this not a starfighter? Why can't we grab that? Unpiloted. This has a pilot, doesn't it? Okay. Okay, that gives us a little more defense in space if he does come down against one of those. So we'll see what happens. I think at this point we want to lose from hand. I don't know how much value Leia's going to get. I think a lot of his characters are pretty high ability, so we're going to lose her. The other option here is Kit. think we're just going to rely on Qui-Gon and Mace to hold this down, although, that third character. Okay, we're just going to lose one here. Jin. That's fine. He's got Sori anyway, so she wouldn't get a ton of value going down to block that drain for one turn. Do they have a code clearance? Okay, gotta remember to do that. Do not retrieve with an interrupt, or it will turn Luke off. We know this is a word doomed, so we don't care about that. Let's maybe cycle Jin to the bottom. And then if we need to retrieve Leia, we could. I don't think we do. Finding our 3PO is going to be the next step because we want to be looping this. We're doomed now that he's grabbed that. Okay, so that's similar to what we saw before. Well, let's see if he's packing some space in his hand. It's not in his deck. So if it's going to drop, it's probably going to drop now. He's going to get Newt back. Okay. Glad we deployed that secret plan. Make him spend one. Oh, takes into hand. Doesn't make him spend one. Effects that get around this are so dumb, in my opinion. I know it's technically not retrieval, but you're getting a card back. Come on. Like, the penalty is so low anyway. 1 force. And then you don't even have to pay it. Why is Newt important? Republic character adds 1 battle destiny. Who's this other Republic character? Not sure. Okay. So he's just going to sit tight. So now we've got to be a little bit careful. We might want to go with Kit and Mace if we have enough force so that we don't get the beat down. Because he's going to have a huge hand. And we'll save Qui-Gon meditation for later after the dust settles maybe. So I don't think this drain of 1 is worth it because we'll want to refill our hand. I do think this drain of 2 is worth it. Is 16 down? Is that what I said? So you try to track cards and then I lose track. Now if I'm really good I would be tracking 11 down. He also has a 5. So 13, 14 forced to work with. 7, 13. Ugh, we wouldn't be draining this turn. But I think with 23 cards in hand I think it's better to be safe. So we're going to not drain, we're going to deploy Menace Fades. And these 2. Let's see what's here. Hujix. I think We still want the word doomed on the bottom so we know where that is once we eventually get 3PO. So we're going to pass. We're going to deploy this. We're going to deploy him. With his lightsaber. Menace fades and kit. That lets us draw 1 or 2. 1. So we had to give up 2 damage that turn, but we're a little safer here. We can probably lose that. To this 4 strain. Although it would be nice to have in our deck as well. It's just a 5. Is there a better card that we can lose to the 4 strain? Not right now, I don't think. Unless we really want to gamble that he's not coming to space. And then we pitch these, or we pitch the Falcon. And figure on Rey going down. I'm going to hold the Falcon 1 more turn. Lose this just to be safe. Because he did just draw a lot last turn, so maybe there was something specific he was looking for. A ship to go down. Or it could be this is his only ship, and just against other ground-only decks, then he'll sit here for the battle order, battle plan. Which is what I'm leaning towards, but I'm not certain. I love Nautilins. They're so cool. It's like Twi'leks on steroids. Kit Fisto, Plo Koon, very cool characters. Wish there was more stuff about them. Good option for novels or shows. Just finished Obi-Wan a couple days ago. I think as a matter of catharsis, I'll probably do a review of that, which is not something I normally do, but I figured it'd be fun. Talk about it. Get it all off my chest. There's Aura. Okay, so that's fine. We can blaster deflect her, or whoever else comes down here. Should be able to get 1 more character down. He's probably got the first strike, so we're going to need that to pay for the blaster deflection. And then, provided Windu survives, we can sorry on our turn, come down with Qui-Gon, and hit back. Massage, that's a relatively... Draw Destiny, 2 Destiny, hit and forfeit -2. So it's just another way to... Oh, can she... How does this work? May target a character for free or 2 characters. Draw 2 Destiny and both are hit. Okay. So I think we're going to have to blaster deflect her. And then Aura gets to free fire at Mace, which would be sad. There's the first strike. Alright, we'll see what happens. Because I don't want to lose them both. Guess this doesn't get a +1 bonus. Oh, total defense value. Okay, okay. Yeah, so we're blaster deflecting Aura, because she's just going to swing at one of them anyway. So she's good for taking out little guys. I was going to say it seems too strong. Oops. So he's going to retrieve one. I've got to lose one. I think it's going to be this. Because we're not... Oh, yeah, because I think if we swing 2 destinies, then a 5 should be on top. So we're going to let that one go through. And hope that he misses. I'm thinking... Uh-oh. 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 Oh, it's a 4 for Destiny. No. Shoot. Okay. That's alright, I guess. Oh. That is bad news. Okay, so that would have been a reason. I forgot about that half of the card. Do we want to commune with Mace? I would ideally like to retrieve him. Between Luke and Walkling. So I think I'm not going to do that. Doesn't really matter. So let's do that. Now, do we want to save this for the next battle? We'll get 1 with attrition here. Come down with Qui-Gon. Make sure that they can't hit him. I think I will. Sit on the blaster deflection. Got him. So we might lose a force here depending on this destiny. Yeah, it should be very bad. That's pretty, I think, pretty standard for these ground mains decks to come down weapons, sorry, first strike. Alright, so we should be able to get over that. If it's a character we can Jedi Lev, perfect. No, that doesn't matter. So we're going to put Kit on the bottom so that we can Luke and Walkling. Actually, him we can stack. Yeah, perfect. That extra activation. The only problem is if he has a barrier. which is very likely considering the amount of cards that he's drawn, but we shall see. Nice thing is there is a Vader on top, but that's a 4, and then his next card is a 5, so we do have to deflect this shot. We will force drain here. We need our back to tank is what we need. This is going to be 6, 7 to initiate. So we could go back to tank, doesn't pull out another card, okay. Guess we could drain for 1 here as well. Because we're going to need 6, 7 to initiate, 11, that will let us draw 3. I think we only want Qui-Gon. We're going to retrieve 1 for sure. Back. So I think we're not going to drain so that we can refill our hand a little bit. We'll see if he's got a barrier. Yeah, okay. That is what happens sometimes. Okay, so then let's draw. So he was 6, so 6, 12 down is our mace and lightsaber. Yeah, he does get to keep looping those 5s back. Oh, did I, I am so dumb. I didn't play this. Okay. It is what it is. It might cost us the game. We shall see, because he's going to be able to drop a buttload of guys, and those 2 destiny would be important. Down. 14 down. We got some decent destinies in there. It's a card we can lose. There's our back to tank. Good. Okay, that is helpful. So we need Qui-Gon to survive, though. Which, without this meditation on him, oh, I can't believe I did that. That is just such a duh move, me not paying attention. Because, yeah, it's going to be like Sidious, Kylo, Beat Squad. So even if he doesn't get hit with weapons, we're going to have to lose him just to cover the battle damage. Because we don't have our Gik Hujix. Let's see what these are. No, let's keep our Redeem there so we know where it is. So yeah, drain choices are these. We're even on cards, but yeah, this is where it's about to hurt. Once per game, always 2 there, no more at the end. May exclude of ability less than 6. Okay, so we're fine with that. But Ray is going to not matter there. Oh yeah, it's Battle Destiny because of Trade Federation. Yep. Yeah. Oh, that meditation. That was such a boneheaded play. Well, when we cancel his bonuses, maybe we can just flat out race him? Is that possible? Oh, that's a cool Grievous AI. Haven't seen that one before. Don't think that matters. Less than 2. No, that's not going to matter. None of these are going to help me. I thought there was one that talked about Sidious, but I'm pretty sure it was the other Sidious. I'm pretty sure I checked this last time. Okay. This is where we get bamboozled. We got a sense for this. Oh, very nice. So we are going to try to limit the damage here. We'll do this. Add a Destiny. Except that this isn't the one that lets him kill him. Oh, man. Awesome. That is just a classic there. Classic Aaron F move. Classic Neff move. So that is a bit of a boneheaded play, but we should be able to. So I think now we're just gonna race. He's gonna take Vader into his hand. So he's at 20. I think we're even on cards. And I'm gonna do 2, 3, 4 to his 1, 2. Oh no, to his 3, because he can have a bonus there. Because I can't. So this is gonna hurt. Pay the 1 for that. Puts that back in our deck, which is good. There we go. Okay, so we need that. That is how we win the game. No, doesn't matter. 13, eh? So 16 down. Yeah, let's stack them there. Down, we need that. Oh, it's going to be 4 to 4. So let's see. 16, 17, 24, 28 to 32. So I'm down 4 cards, but I'm retrieving and he isn't. I think we're okay with that. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. So 16 cards down, we need that card. So we'll just try and race him here now. Without that mistake, I think we even have a better chance, because we'd be an extra 5 cards up, maybe more. So how much am I going to activate 16, and then it's going to be on the top. How do I draw that card off the top? That's okay, we can leave it there. Just gotta make sure I don't lose it. Just gotta make sure I don't lose it. Maybe we just pull 3PO here, which would be nice. It's going to be draining for 2 and 2. Draining for, yeah. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. I think with 3PO we're doomed. We should be okay. PO, there he is. Now he costs 2, and we can draw the dirt. We're doomed. Perfect. Does that not also cost a force? What a bunch of garbage. Unreal. Just unreal. Where's the balance design? Come on. How come Darkseid gets to retrieve without paying? One moment, I'll be right back. Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We're out. My kids use it for drawing constantly. Sweet, thank you.
All right, sorry about that. So now this is not active yet. So we're going to hang on to it. And then once it is active, then we can just cycle and draw into it. So I don't know that 3PO matters right now. It's going to drain for 4. We're going to bin 4. We're going to keep these for one more turn. guess this is only saving me one force, since he gets one drain off first, but still, that'll add up over the long run here as we grind it down. So we're going to draw next turn to get under 15, and then it'll be active. He has nowhere else to go drain at unless he's got a spy, which I don't think he does. So I think we can edge this out. What's he at? 17 and 11, 28 to my 21. Oof. It's going to be close. I don't know, because I'm going to do 4. Then he's going to do 3, 4, 3, and I'm retrieving 1, 4 to 2. So I think I'm okay. Okay, he lost his Gick. If he flies up here, this could be big. He's probably thinking we have nothing else left. Unless he plays 2 Gicks. He's not going to move. If you are a math genius, you can pause the video right now and tell me if I should keep playing this game or not. Because I'm pretty sure we could math it out. Unfortunately, I'm an English teacher, not a math teacher, so I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All I know is that I think it will be close. So we're gonna keep going. Like, to me, that's, he just lost a life for free, right? Dropping that down. But maybe I'm wrong. And Sidious. He played Sidious and Ozil this turn. Guess he was a little bit nervous that I might come after him, but I think I telegraphed that we weren't going to do that. Alright, let's look at the top 3 cards. This one I guess we can draw. Guess we could draw Amidala. And swap their locations. Falcon and Mustafar. Falcon can fly there, right? 5 to 2, 5 to 3, yeah. So if we did draw Amidala, that would be 1 card to speed up our clock. Lose 1 life to speed up our clock. Probably worth it. But for now, we'll leave Luke there in case he does decide to fly up. Then Wedge is coming. Wedge is coming. And now we draw. get ourselves under 15. And we start the shenanigans. Oh, I've got to retrieve with Luke. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So dumb. Oh man. You know, sometimes I regret recording these videos, but hey, it's all for helping people out, learning from my mistakes. Projection. Any planet site. That will save us some force loss. And there's Padme. Okay. I think we can grind this out. That's 14, right? Okay. We're good, except for that massive misplay. So I think, like, moral of the story is without those two huge misplays, I'm pretty sure this game is not as close as it is, and it should be a W for the Yoda Communing against Revenge of the Sith ground beats. But it is what it is. This is only during control phase, right? Yeah. And this will actually shut this drain off completely, which is huge. Oh, whoa, what's happening here? Why is it a 3? Why is it a 3? Oh, may not cancel or reduce. What? Well, that is shitty. So they get that too. Oh. Okay, that's real bad. 1, 2, 3. So that means this does nothing. We're going to play it just to see. But pretty positive that does nothing. So then we'd be 5 to 5. I'm retrieving 1, but he's at 17, 19 to my 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Maybe it's still possible. Okay, so this does work. So does this work then? Opponent's force strains are -1 here. Is he not a Dark Jedi? Dark Jedi Master. Cancel or reduce. Force strains. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why this. I'm just wondering if I should keep this or not. Is what I'm wondering. We'll just keep the game moving here and lose something. Okay, so that makes sense. So 3 and 1, be 4 to 4. The problem is who runs out here first, and I think the answer is me. The Padme play to move over. Swappity swappity. Next turn, 3, 6, 9. We're not even going to be able to play Padme and move. He's coming up here. He's going to try an Imperial Command. So I guess we go for the Kabushka. He's got a lot of forfeit. Need X-Wing cannons. X-Wing cannons. That's what we need. Is this an X-Wing cannon? No. So our one shot is to save one force, hope that X-Wing cannons is in the top 3, put it under with communing, draw it with Rey, fight, shoot, flip it, no more battle. Okay. Let's see if we can make this work. Let's see if we can make this work. So we have to leave 2. We want the We're Doomed on the bottom still. And 1 Destiny. So we can train for 3. Do we peak now or peak after we drain for 3? What do we think? Where is the X-Wing more likely to be? I guess we would rather know now, because then we can spend our force differently if it's not here. Damn. Ah! Damn it. What are the odds it's the 1 card left on top? Then it might be worth it. 3PO. One time. So this isn't going to matter. X-Wing cannons. Ah! That would have been such a sick play. Bottom. Draw. Drain for 3. 8 left. Deploy. Fight for 3. Shoot. Ah, man, oh man, oh man. Alright, concede the game. Okay, so it was fun. We made some mistakes. The meditation probably would have saved us. We should have been thinking that this might fly up, and we should have been hunting the X-Wing cannon earlier. We learned a little bit more about this objective, and yeah, maybe in the future we just straight space race them and just don't go to the ground at all. I mean, if we know they're not playing space, which we didn't know, but yeah, then we forfeit this, I guess, so we could lose it. But then we set up for the 3PO. We're doomed. Just gotta make sure we don't lose any key pieces. Get the Padme, get it here, drain for 5, retrieve 1 to their drain of 2. Could have been really strong, but that's the way it goes. Thanks for watching. When we come back, we will be doing Dark Side.